Day 4. Let me get the best lighting for you all. I was hoping to get the palm trees in the background because it just looks beautiful. But let me get good lighting. Let's see if I turn this way. Oh, that's great. Let's see. Oh, that's better. Let's do it that way. Shall we? Let's do it. Yeah? Let's do it. How you loving? How you loving? KAISI here. Coming to you from Merida, Mexico. Merida, Mexico. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving, family? How you loving? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, family. And if you're watching the replay and we have not met and you're new to this experience, I am Reverend Valerie Love, Divine Midwife of Soul Destiny. They call me the Divine Midwife to support you in having your most delicious destiny on planet Earth. Delicious, delicious. That's what we say, delicious. How you loving? How you loving? Come on in, family. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? And I am currently in Merida, Mexico, and just found my nail place today. OMG. Did she slay these nails or what? Killed it. She slayed it. You caught it live, Nick. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? You're with us live. You're with us live. You're with us live. So today is day 4 in 40 Money Secrets. And if you have not joined us yet in 40 Money Mantras, 40 Money Spells, and 40 Money Scriptures, absolutely go snag the book from Amazon. Snag the books from Amazon. And then come and go through those playlists. They are listed below in the description. So this is a continuation, and this is the intention is wealth for your 2021 and beyond. I don't have on my earrings. Let me put them on because I need to be proper and right with this. Come on, family. I need to be proper and right. Let me get these earrings out. I have a couple of earrings in my purse right here. The enchantress has a couple of earrings in her purse. Let's go with this pair right here. Let's go with the unks. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? Now, today is going to be a really incredible conversation. It's going to be an incredible, incredible show today. Incredible. And here's why. Yesterday we talked about what not to do. And today we're giving you the next secret in this series. And it's another money trap not to fall into. Do not fall into this money trap. That's what we're talking about today. So smash that like button, baby. Smash the share button. I feel much better now. And remember to subscribe. Now, what is 40 Money Secrets? 40 Money Secrets is an event with the intention of wealth for all of us who participate. We are here every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the channel so that we root into the energies of wealth from the book of Proverbs, from the richest man who ever lived, King Solomon. Now, who is also the patron saint of the Christian Witches Mystery School. Now, if you don't know anything about it, you'd like to become an initiate, or you would like to engage in some of our wealth programs, there's a couple of things going on right now, and I'll just tell them to you up front off the break. One of the wealth offerings right now is to have a tarot money and wealth reading for 2021. That's at christianwitches.com, conducted by moi. I don't do readings all the time. This is for a limited time only. You can get readings from me because people are always asking me for readings, always, always, always. And I do not usually do readings. Right now, I'm doing readings for a limited time only. The other thing that you will find, the other wealth program that you'll find going on right now is the Wealthy Author Mastermind. Oh my goodness, the Wealthy Author Mastermind starts next week. Today is Tuesday, January 19th. And so, hey, Gypsy Soul, how you loving? Mwah. The Wealthy Author Mastermind starts next Wednesday, the 27th of January, where I'm going to teach you how to create wealth from inside your own self by putting your words, your thoughts into books without even having to write. Hey, Darla, you loving Kevin? Mwah. Oh my goodness, I'm in Merida, Mexico, and I am loving it, loving it, loving it. So thankful. So this is one of the spots where I'm staying. It's a hotel where I'm staying here in Merida, Mexico. I move into a more longer-term solution on February 1st. So when I move into that apartment, it's a 2-bedroom apartment, cute little apartment. When I move into that apartment, I'll give you guys a tour. I do have some Nomad Queen videos footage to bring to you. So I'll be bringing you that footage all about what it's been like here in Merida, Mexico, as well as I now have a good handle on finances since I don't know if I moved to Merida since leaving the United States and going forward. You look gorgeous and so does the background. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Greetings, with your watching. How you loving, boo? Hugs, 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 hugs. And I'm also going to bring you that video on expenses since I've come to Mexico. I got to tell you, I'm loving my dollar lattes. I'm loving them. Now, Starbucks, they was getting me for $5 or $6 a pop. No more. I'm getting delicious almond milk lattes for 80 cents, $1, $1.25. I'm very happy because I'm a latte girl. All right. Let's go forward. Would you ever do a video on how to make sure your new space you move into is cleansed properly? Ooh, like a routine you recommend? Ooh, yes, Kevin, I love that. I love it. I got you, boo. I got you. And Kevin, I so loved hearing your voice on Clubhouse on Sunday. Ooh, after all these years with Kevin Wealth TV, and he used to be Kevin Wealthy. Now he's Kevin Wealth TV. And from the very first time I saw you in the chat, I was like, ooh, what a name to, command for yourself. Kevin Wealthy. I was like, ooh, So I am on Clubhouse every Sunday as it stands now at noon Eastern time. I do a wealth meditation and I get to have a back and forth conversation with you all. I get to hear your voices on Clubhouse. Join me. This Sunday we'll be on Clubhouse. Oh, it was bomb. Yay, Kevin! The wealth meditation. I'm still buzzing from that wealth meditation too. Thank you, Kevin. Everyone come on Sunday. Hey, it's free. And hang out with us. 12 noon Eastern time. Yay. Thank you for putting it in the chat, Kevin. I love you. I love you. I so appreciate you. And family, I'm loving Clubhouse. I actually get to hear the voices. That's something we don't get. Hey, Nick! Money in the vortex! Money in the vortex! Come on, baby. Money in the vortex. Woo-hoo! Thank you. Mwah. Billionfold return to you and all the super chatters. So I don't get to hear you all. I get to I don't get to hear your voices, right? Like, I feel it's kind of almost like I've just been talking to you and talking to you and talking to you for years. And I see your beautiful comments. I see your posts on social. I get to see and interact with some of you. I so desire to interact more deeply with so many more. So let's hop on Clubhouse. I'm there every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern time. Let's hang and have the conversation about wealth and do a little wealth coaching and tell me about your wins and tell me about what's going on for you in the world of wealth creation and spirituality, which is huge for magical beings. Huge, huge, huge. All right, let's pray. Deep breath. A deep breath and fill your lungs. Release with an ah. Deep breath. Release with an ah. Great Spirit, right now we come as one mind united in this one life as a global community, an energy bubble encircling the earth praying now, sending forth the word for health and wholeness and wealth and creativity and happiness and prosperity and abundance and beauty and liveliness and new ideas and acting on our new ideas and connection and communication and community and deep loving relationships and support and respect and honor and authenticity and all that which makes the life divine. We call this forward now with our powerful word, and we know this word goes forth and takes on flesh and form and is returned to us even now in the most miraculous, beautiful ways. Hallelujah. Ashe. And so it is. Receive the energy of wealth. Receive it from deep within yourself. Wealth is not outside of you. Wealth lives inside of you as an infinite potentiality that you get to tap into. Wealth. Draw it up. Allow it to express. Open to wealth from within. And now, our secret for today, day 4, money secret. Here it is, drum roll, straight from King Solomon. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1 and 2. Do not cosign and do not lend money. Ooh. Do not cosign and do not lend money. Ooh. What does that mean? Don't cosign for people. Do not cosign for people. Do not. Now, what does it say in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1 and 2? Read it over. And there it says that you gave surety for a neighbor. You signed for a neighbor because the person was not in a position to get whatever it is that they wanted on their own. This came up not long ago for me. Someone in the family asked for me to co-sign for a car, and I was like, hell to the nah. I didn't say it like that. Inside myself, I knew that that was not it. And so because these are family members that I love, I coached them to a higher octave. You see, if you are seeking to buy something and you cannot afford it, that's the first question to ask yourself. Is this something I'm supposed to have now? Now, I'm not talking about a mortgage. I'm not talking about very, very, very large purchases because not everyone is out here in these streets buying their whole house cash. I know some of the people in my circle do. They buy their houses cash. I'm not talking about everyone. That's probably not going to be realistic for majority of people, and you can still create wealth, right? Even with a mortgage, no problem. No problem. The key is that if you are in a position or someone is coming to you, let's say you're in a good position in your life, you're following the money mantras, the money secrets, the money spells, the money scriptures, you're on your wealth creation, you're doing it, right? It will be me buying with cash. I know that's right, Gypsy Soul. Buy those houses with cash. That's what I'm talking about. If you are attempting to buy something that you cannot afford, that is a question that should give one pause, a wise one, because Proverbs just always talk about get wisdom, get understanding, be smart about what you do, be aware, have wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, right? Be savvy, be smart, be a master. Man, Solomon was a mofo master. Let me watch my mouth, okay? I'm working on my languaging in 2021 to elevate. Solomon was a spiritual gangster and a wealth gangster together, and a bad A lover because he had all them women. I ain't mad at you, Solomon. I ain't mad at you. The Christians are mad at Solomon for having all them women. Hey, get what you can get. Be all you can be out here in these streets. Now, and apparently he was setting them women up well because they were getting something out of the deal too, right? It was a two-way street because nobody is just going to sit there and just let somebody else use them. Apparently everybody was getting something out of the deal. back in those days, if you were in the harem of the king, you only had to sleep with him like once a year, even if he was bad. Now if he was a great lover, you probably would be fighting to sleep with him more than that. But even if he was a bad lover, and it's only once a year, the rest of the time you're getting all these milk baths and beauty treatments and spa treatments. That's your life, pretty much. Oh, he was that dude, child. And he had all the women laced up. Man, they was living in all this luxurious lavishness, and they was doing their own thing. These women, he didn't have time for 1,000 women. Ain't no man got time for 1,000 women. So these 1,000 women was they was getting their best life. I probably would have been in the harem, tell you the truth. I was back in the day. What you gonna be sitting out there in the dirt in the village? I digress. Or go to the castle. The palace. I'm going to be in the palace getting the milk baths and the mud and all of that stuff and the beauty treatments, okay? So anyway, that's how they did back in there. So now, basically, what Solomon is telling you is that if you have wisdom, you have knowledge, you have understanding, you're savvy, you're smart, you're learning. Why? Because you're led from the inner guidance, right? And he says, if you're really, really savvy in this way, that he's instructing you to be savvy, you will not become a cosigner. Because when a person presents and they do not have the money or the wherewithal or the credit or whatever the case may be to acquire the thing that they are seeking to acquire, there's a reason. Maybe the universe is saying, pause. Maybe the universe is saying, this is not the way to go. Maybe the universe is saying, save more, put yourself in a better financial footing, have better credit, honor your word. I've worked on that for years, still working on it. Honoring my word. Like, why is that shit so fucking hard? And it is. Just, okay, being fastidious with my word. If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it at the time that I said I was going to do it. That's been a challenge. And I'm telling you, I'm working on it. So perhaps if there's something you're seeking to acquire and you do not have all the means or the resources to acquire it in that moment, it could mean further development is required to become a match on all levels for that thing that you are desiring. How you loving, Danielle? So perhaps what's required is for you to be a spiritual match. Spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. We understand these are the 4 aspects of the being. You may be a mental match for it. You're not yet a spiritual match, an emotional match, and a physical match for it. There's a lot of things that I've been a mental match for that I was not a physical match for. And you've got to be matched on all 4 to match it up and to actually have it manifest in your life and stay. Sustained wealth is what we're talking about here. We're not just talking about, okay, you got something and yay, okay, you got something. How does it maintain? And we're not talking about working to try to keep up with all the stuff you have. We're not talking about that. We're talking about effortless manifestation. We're talking about that your consciousness is so developed and so ascended and so magnified to the consciousness of the whole cosmos that the stuff simply swirls around you and it just gets better and better. You're in a vortex going up. You are in an ascension vortex. Does everyone, you know what I'm talking about? And you know when you're on it and when you're not. You feel it energetically. You know when you're bam, 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 on it, on it, on it. And you also know when you're not on it. So if you are not a spiritual, mental, emotional, physical match for the thing that you're asking for, you're not going to be able to manifest it and maintain it. I need to talk to you one-on-one. Go ahead, Tara, and go to my website and book a discovery session. I have discovery sessions open just for a short window so I can talk to folks in the beginning of 2020. And if required, you can also book a reading. I'm doing readings for a very short time, money and wealth readings. Go to christianwitches.com for the money and wealth readings. Go to valerielove.com for the discovery session. Click on coaching. Now, let's go further. If a person does not desire to become who they must become in order to be able to manifest what they are desiring and to hold on to it, now, I don't even want to say hold on to it, that's not the right energy, to maintain it, to simply maintain that kind of lifestyle. If they're not willing to become that kind of person, That means that is an inner development issue. And is that going to help you if you now lend them your money in your good name? Is that helping them? That's not helping them. We think that co-signing for someone or lending someone money or getting them out of a tight spot or giving them some rent money or this or that is helpful when it's not. Why is that not helpful? And I used to do this all the time. I used to always be rescuing people. Do any of you know what I'm talking about? If you're on the polarity, law of polarity, it does handicap them, Chris. Absolutely. That's exactly what it does. If you're on the polarity like me, the bleeding heart, the lover, we came here to be these agents of manifestation. We came here to be these great souls on the planet. We came here to be ministers and coaches and consultants and teachers. And we came here to be in the serving strand of energy. Then you probably were on the side of you snatched the crutch away. I know that's right, Tara. Do it. We were probably on the side of helping other people, rescuing other people. And then on the other end of the polarity is needing to be rescued. Both are a problem. Both are a problem, right? Needing to be rescued is a problem. And rescuing people is a problem. Both of them are a problem. Throw the whole polarity out. Throw that paradigm out. I know all about the money loan, and I know oh my God, it's hard to say no to friends you care about. It is. And you know what? This is what I decided a long time ago. I decided a long time ago, I'm not going to lend the money. If I can't give it to you, then it's a no. If you ask me for $1,000, and I'm feeling it in my spirit, whatever the case may be, or I see a person struggling and I feel it in my spirit, an intuitive nudge to gift them some money. I feel intuitive nudges like that all the time. You probably have too. And you just cash up somebody $100. That's not a loan. I just felt inspired to give something to someone, and a lot of times when you do that, the person will come back and say, oh my goodness, I was on my last dollar and I didn't know what was going to happen, and all of a sudden $100 came through on my cash app. I was like, phew, thank you, Jesus, right? Hello. If they need money, I make them work for me for money. Hello. That is it exactly. And that's happened for me. I've been on the receiving end of that, and I'm very thankful. Thankfully, I got rid of the rescuing mentality. I got rid of that, so I no longer need rescuing. Why? Because I completely, as much as I can, tap into, it's not perfect at all times, it works. Tap into the infinite fountain and well of wealth within. You see, when you tap into this deep within your core, by knowing your God, this becomes your infinite fountain of wealth, and you no longer look for things on the outside. This is a profound statement. It is the end of asking anything from anyone on the outside. You go within, you ask for everything from the inside. I know, it's strange, isn't it? It's radical. Because we had this kind of inclination. We thought things were coming. We thought money was coming to us from here. We thought somebody was going to bring us this, and we need to get some clients, and we need to get some more people to do this, and we need to get some more. You don't need that. It's actually reversed. It's like this. It's coming from inside yourself, and it's like a fountain spraying out around the whole world all around you. And then you find yourself in the Garden of Eden. That's how it works. But we were taught and we were conditioned differently. And the issue with the conditioning is that the conditioning goes deeper than the mind. The conditioning is now in the body. And what does that mean? It's in your central nervous system. And I'm doing like this because it's spine. It's in your central nervous system. So if you have in your central nervous system anxiety, you got to get that stuff out of your energetic body. You have to get it out of your nervous system. You can't just think a different way. Well, I'm no longer anxious. I'm peaceful. I'm no longer needing rescuing, and I'm no longer rescuing. I'm fine. You can say that till the cows come home. You're not fine. And you know why you're not fine? Because it's already encoded and embedded in every cell of your being that you worry. It's in your cells. It's in your cells. You have to get it out of your cells. It's in your molecules. You have to get it out of your molecules. Oh my God, you helped me incredible, and you don't even know. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy and so thankful. I can relate. Yes, I'm a nervous person. Nick, me too. I have a whole bunch of frenetic energy, as y'all can tell. So what do I do with it? Create. I channel it to creation, And I had to teach my nervous system. And plus, I'm from New York City. And in New York City, I was always kind of looking over my shoulder. It's always this on guard kind of thing. This, what's the word? Kind of expecting something bad to happen. So you ready? That's kind of what I had from growing up in New York City. Because you gotta, you have to be ready. Because something could pop off at any minute. It could be a gunshot. It could be, I was in the hood. Things were always happening. So, it caused you to be, it's sort of like what they describe in the book, conscious, this is in the book Conscious Loving. Children of alcoholic families, children who grow up in alcoholic families, which I did, have this waiting for the other shoe to drop kind of thing. And you were probably the one that were taking care of the people. Because we got that caretaker energy. That's what our soul came in for, right? You were probably taking care of the people that maybe they got drunk or they fell down or whatever. They were having some drug problem and they called you. You're the big rescuer, helper of the family, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? That was me. Problem come, call Val. Well, and somehow I would help them get out of it, but then I would be exhausted. No rescuing people, no co-signing for people, no bailing people out of their mishaps. Nope. It was so hard. Ujo Wajak, it was so hard for me to let people stew in something, especially if I had the money to be able to get them out. Ooh, you want to see a test? This is a test of wealth that you must pass. If you do not pass that test of wealth, you are not going to have a lot of money. You must be able to have the money in your account, have the wherewithal, and still be able to say no and be at peace with yourself. That's when the universe will give you so much more freaking money. It's not even funny, because that means that you are now a worthy steward and you are not going to be guilted out of your money. If you can be guilted out of your money, you don't deserve to have that money. That's just how it works. I'm late, but right on time. Yes, Dad was a drinker. And I was a daddy's girl. That's right. And we took care of a lot of people. And now, what Solomon is saying is that if you take excellent care of yourself, you become the demonstration and the inspiration for how to do it. We need more demonstrations and inspirations for how to do it, so that people can come into your sphere, see that you did it, and then get themselves together, and then you become a healing presence on the planet. You just become as rich as you possibly can. That's all. Money blocks. A lot of people have money blocks. Well, probably all of us have some money blocks. I'm just going to speak for myself. I have money blocks, and I bash through them at every level. Because I tell you one thing, I turned an income that used to be an annual income into a monthly income. How did I do that? I remember back in the day when I was coaching, I couldn't get it going, right? But that's reasonable because it's brand new. But I'm going to tell you something else that was a real block for me. I'm going to tell you the block right now. Speaking of blocks, I had no problem charging people big money for things that were not spiritual, but I had a big problem charging people for things that are spiritual. Couldn't do it. I would be like, it's spiritual. Okay, $15, $20. Okay, $100. But they have access to you for nothing, for pennies, for peanuts. But now, if we're talking real estate, I got no, bitch better have my money. I get very Rihanna. I have those two sides to me, right? Me and my girlfriend were talking about this. We were like, we got this badass CEO on one side and we got this bleeding heart minister on the other side. And the two kind of, sometimes you be a minister when you need to be a CEO, and sometimes you're being a CEO when you need to be a minister. And so it's a huge issue, isn't it, Danielle? That was a huge issue for me. And here's what freed me of it. And you may have heard me tell this story before. Right now, I'm going to free you of that. Send every spiritual practitioner right to this video. Because right now, I'm going to give you the answer. Here's the answer. What if you lived in a town and there were no peaches in the town? And you love peaches, okay? But there's no peaches in the town. And let's say that someone who lived in the town was driving one day, like 2-3 hours, a couple of hours, let's say. And they found this incredible, huge big old field of peach trees, avocado trees, blackberry trees, all of it. None of this grows in the town. None of it grows nowhere near the town. They can't even grow it in the town. But now this person found all this. It's on free land. It doesn't belong to anyone. It's not stealing. And they pick a few peaches for themselves, like, oh my goodness, they pick a few peaches, they pick a few avocados, they pick a few blackberries. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. They come home. The neighbor says, where did you get peaches and blackberries and avocados? Like, oh, there's a whole bunch of them, but it's about a drive out of the town. What? 2 hours drive. Well, I can't drive that far. I got to take care of kids. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to live my life. And the person says, well, I tell you what, next time I go out there, I'll give you some, no problem. Next time they go out there, they gather up some peaches and some avocados and blackberries. They come back and they give them to the neighbor. And the neighbor said, oh, let me give you a few dollars for that because you drove over there and you bought me this nice basket of stuff. And naturally, your neighbor's going to say, hey, here's a few bucks, right? Then the person says, wait a minute. Maybe I could offer this service to more people. So the person gets a few crates. They drive a couple of hours out of town, maybe every Saturday morning. And they round up peaches and blueberries and avocados. And then they probably take the seeds and throw them back out there. Like, hey, peeps, when you finish, you can give me your seeds. I'll just toss them back out. We'll just have more avocado trees. Nature is infinitely abundant. Just throw the seeds anywhere. You don't even have to cultivate them. How did nature do all this without us cultivating every damn thing? So, okay. Next thing you know, Saturday, in front of your house, you got a basket of peaches. You got a basket of, and people are coming by and they're just buying them. They're just buying them. You're happy, they're happy. Oh my goodness. Like, where'd you get these? Oh, I got them a couple of, hours out of town. I mean, it's free, it's open to anybody. But oh my goodness, thank you for getting them for me. This is what spiritual practitioners do. Everyone has access to spirit. But not everyone is sitting down doing the work and meditating. So because I was the one that went and drove, used my gas, this is called meditation. I went to heaven, I sat for 2 hours in meditation. I went to heaven, I got a word. I did the work. I'm clearing my spirit, I'm forgiving. I'm doing all this work. This is called ministry on behalf of the people, lay people as you would say. And then you give it to them, and then they give you something in return. It's an energy exchange. Now, doesn't everyone have access to the peaches, the avocados, and the blackberries? Of course. You can get in your car. You can drive 2 hours. You can climb a little ladder. You can pick your own avocados. You can pick your own blueberries, blackberries. You can pick your own peaches. Everyone has access to it. Nature doesn't belong to anyone. You can't own all the peaches in the world, even though these crazy people that make Frankenfoods in the laboratory are trying to patent food. But I don't know. Good luck with that one. We're not talking about that right now. Everyone has access to it. Yeah, not everyone is going to access it. So, and God knew this. That's why God set up ministers and spiritual practitioners in the first place. And spiritual practitioners and ministers, this analogy freed my mind. Spiritual practitioners, let me give you another one to put the nail in the coffin, baby, on that money block, and you will get rid of that money block real quick, and you will start charging appropriately. I'm going to tell you the progression of my fees over time, and I'm going to prove to you that it works. I'm not talking about anything that is theoretical. I'm talking to you about what I live and know and do. That's why it has a resonance. Because this is what I do. I'm just telling you what I do. Yes, would y'all watch that? Here's going to put the nails in the coffin. If anyone can access it, but they're not, and God appointed, let's say, 10% of the people on the whole planet to be the ministers. These are the people that are going to sit and they're going to pray. They're not going to live a regular life. This was the same way in Israel. It was one tribe. It was the Levite tribe. And the Levite tribe, what was their job? Just do the sacrifices, pray at the temple, get people out of spiritual bondage, help people with their issues. Anytime you commit a sin or you have some problem in your life, you go to the temple, and you would hope when you go to the temple that there's people at the temple to help you. This is in every religious and spiritual path. You go to the temples in India. I've been to Hindu temples in India. You see the monks shrouded with the orange outside. You give them money. You go into the temple. There's going to be the priest in the temple doing the work for you. How's the priest there? How's he living? How's he eating? She, he. How are the holy men and the holy women and the holy people? How are they living? Because we give them money. And why do we give them money? Because they're doing something all day long that we're not going to do. You're going to go and you're going to run your business. You're going to mow your lawn. You're going to cook dinner for your kids. They're not doing all that. They're not mowing the lawn. They're not doing dishes. They're in the temple praying and meditating and chanting and holding the energetic energy. That's their job. And as far as I'm concerned, that's the most important job on the planet, because if we don't have a connection to source, we are dead in the water. We might as well just burn this whole planet down right now, which has almost happened. Why? The connection to source. We're more connected to doctors and pharmaceuticals and fake food and a dying dollar than we are to God, source. So we all got smacked up and put into meditation. Time out. The gods and goddesses and ancestors said they doing too much on planet Earth. Sit down. And they were looking at us like, you just getting busier and busier. Going on Facebook, going on here, webinar, email it, text it, going to school, going back. We was just getting busier and busier and busier and busier with no end in sight. They were like, look at them. They doing too much. Sit down. Man, when they sat us down, we all sitting there. You had no choice but to meditate or create something, or you had to do something with yourself. Go within, meet your shadow, take on your inner demons. You couldn't talk to nobody. You couldn't go now. You couldn't escape yourself. Then, while we're inside on timeout, here come all the animals dancing outside. Did you see all the animals? The birds are flying again like, whew, thank God, thank Mother Nature that she gave the humans a timeout. Mother Nature was, go ahead, babies. The otters were playing, the whales were back. We're the biggest fucking problem on the whole planet. We're the problem. Ain't nothing else the problem but us. Doing too much, running every which way, and not considering what we're doing. We're just going. A new app comes, we download it. Something else comes, we get it. Something else comes, we get it. And what was going to be the end? Oh my God. When do you turn off everything? People don't even turn off their phones anymore to go to sleep at night. You mean you have your phone on 24/7? You mean you have technology around you 24/7? What the hell is wrong with you? No, that's not what a spiritual being does. That's not what a magical practitioner does. And that's all of you. You all are magical practitioners. Yeah, spirit of never enough. So, here's the bottom line of it. If you're a spiritual practitioner, as am I am here. I'm very clear on why I'm here. I'm here to support people in connecting to source, to becoming God. Okay? Become God. Sorry, I'll charge you $10 for readings. Hello. Oh, Ujo Waja, did I learn that lesson the hard way? I think one of my first early coaching sessions was $15. Now, go to my website right now. You will see that the 18-month coaching commitment for us to work one-on-one in a very deep, powerful, profound coaching relationship, this container will change everything about your life, is $150,000. And that is a deal. Trust me, it's a deal. How can I say that with total and complete confidence? Because people have already worked with me for 2-3 years. Some people over a decade. Why? Because they have to keep paying me? No, because what we're doing is working, and they just keep elevating. And guess what? The change that I have seen in people's lives, from them being in relationship with how God shows up as me, not me, the human self. No. I ain't got nothing you don't got. The way God shows up as me, with the clarion call to you, the one I'm supposed to work with, oh, baby, forget about it. Your life is about to change. You're about to be in every country and all over the world. You're about to have more money in your bank account. You're about to write all your books. You're starting your... I cannot even tell you what clients of mine have done. I cannot even describe it to you in words what I have seen. One of my clients, 9 countries in 9 days or something like that. Dr. Jataya Wiley, last year you saw her. We go back to those videos where we were in Quantum Leap Dubai, and she did not think she could come to Quantum Leap Dubai. And I said, well, buy a one-way ticket. Take the first step in investing in yourself and expansion of your own consciousness. Take the first step. I said, and first you got to say yes. I said, is it for you? I never talk anybody into anything. You already know when you saw it, you already knew you had the resonance and you already knew it was a yes. Then you went about talking yourself out of it. That's what happened. You could go to my website right now and you will see that down here in Merida, Mexico, I'm going to have your book in 5 days off the retreat. I'm also going to have a retreat to bring us down here for the spring equinox. The spring equinox, we are going to watch the serpent of light and shadow come down Chichen Itza pyramid on the spring equinox. You're going to see it and you're going to be like, somebody just said this to me the other day in the community. They were like, oh my goodness, like something in my spirit jumped when you said that. I said, well, that means it's yes, because it's resonance. But I don't know if I can do it. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? KAISI, I don't know. Okay. Let's breathe and talk about it. And she said, it was a short conversation. She's been in our community for a very long time. And she said, I gotta be there. Like, you know it. You know that you're supposed to be at the pyramid in Chichen Itza, this ancient pyramid of the Mayans, to have that on the spring equinox, to equalize your energy, spring, night and day, dark and light, light and shadow. You know you're supposed to be there. You knew it when I said it. But what did you do? You went to talking yourself out of it by, oh, what about the money? Or what about the kids? Or what about the travel? Or what about the COVID? Or what about the this? Or what about the that? None of that means anything at all to a spiritual gangster. None of it. I opted out of COVID. I would recommend that you do too. Just opt out. You don't have to be in the craziness. I'm allergic to stupidity. You don't have to do it. Opt out. You can opt out of anything that you are not aligned with as a soul. And from the very beginning, I knew they was doing shady shit with COVID. I was like, no. I checked in within, it was like, I was like, And you can go watch my video on Facebook right now when I told you from the very beginning of this scamdemic, case-demic. I told you at the very beginning what it was. Because all I did was go inside, ask a question, got the answer. It's right there, right there, right now. But why does it work? Why do these transformations, why are they so profound? Because this is the thing I was born to do. And it's the same with you. When you are on the thing you were born to do at your most excellent, and you are doing it with all you have and all you are, and that's the number one thing in your life, what your soul says, game over. Game over. Game over. Game fucking over. You have won. You have won. Big time. And bigger wins than you can imagine. Eye has not seen, ear has not heard. So let's get back to the alignment of no co-signing, no loaning money. Let people figure it out. Let people have the opportunity to manifest a miracle. See, if you're always bailing them out, where do they get to create their own miracles? Let them create their own miracles. Tell them, I'm going to give you an opportunity to create your own miracle. I'm going to be right here for you. I'm supporting you. I love you. I'm behind you. And I know you're going to do it. Give them your vote of confidence. Don't give them your money. Baby, don't give them your money. Give them your love. Give them your support. Give them your prayers. Don't give them your cheddar. You heard it from me. No. Cheddar is not on your table. Now, my love, yes. My support, absolutely. My vote of confidence, yes. My prayers, absolutely. My sending you resources that could support you in rising up, absolutely. All of that. My cheddar that God put in my bank account, no. Not getting it. And you ought to be able to say that with a smile. And you ought to be able to say no, and it's a complete sentence, and keep it pushing. Now, on the reverse, you yourself also are not going to ask anyone to co-sign for you. You're not going to co-sign for other people. You're not going to ask people to co-sign for you. And you're also not going to ask people to bail you out of situations. No more rescuing. Now, when I say don't borrow money, or don't lend money. I'm not talking about, once again, let's be clear, we're not talking about a wonderful real estate investment. We're not talking about buying that amazing house. We're not talking about maybe making this huge purchase and you're able to do it, right? But also not giving away your $1,000,000 ideas. Kinsa, I have a very interesting take on the $1,000,000 ideas thing. I'm going to share that with you next. I'm so happy you said that. So you're not going to also borrow money from a friend, get out of a jam to payday. You're owed from your creative contributions. Yeah, yes. Elon Musk said something so powerful. He said, if no one makes stuff, there's no stuff. I'm telling you, last night I was watching Elon Musk and cracking up laughing. This man was like so straightforward. Oh man. He said, if nobody make, right, would y'all watch out? He said, if nobody makes stuff, there's no stuff. Now, why did he say that? Because the government is printing money on their little printing presses, sending out these stimulus checks to you to get you to not make stuff or to get you to be placated, and eventually you will be in a socialist experience. I don't take no checks from the government. What? So don't give me nothing. Not. I ain't got stimulus check. Nothing. Not asking for it. Not looking for it. Make stuff. You see, either you're gonna make stuff, you're gonna be a producer, or you are going to be welfare. That's pretty much the only option. It's easy to get Bitcoin. I get them free. So do I, Nick. I got so much cryptocurrency for free. I'll tell you one thing. One time I logged into my account because I think is it Bitfinex or it's not Bitfinex. I think it's Qcoin. It's one of those that you'll see listed out. One of these exchanges, they actually give you every coin that the people that you referred buy. Man, y'all are buying some amazing coins. I got all these coins in there from all these different companies that I would have never bought. They gave them to me. Thank you. Thank you, universe, for it. It's your just pay for being, it's your just pay for being a, what do I want to say? For being a conduit of good for the universe. The universe has many ways of paying you, baby. If the universe wants to pay me in cryptocurrency, have at it. Because the universe is giving me a lot and continues to give me a lot, right? Oh my goodness, yeah, Coinbase, all of the exchanges have given me tons of free. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. So use the links below if you'd like to support. That's another way to support the channel that you don't have to pay, right? If you're going to buy Bitcoin, share. If you're going to, work with us that way. If it'll work for you, whatever works for you, right? Whatever works for you. Now, about this idea of your $1,000,000 ideas. This goes to yesterday. Who did the homework yesterday of withholding? I did. And guess what? I caught myself. It was just a few hours after the live, and I caught myself withholding. I was withholding a bigger tip on Uber Eats. I was looking at it like, then I was like, eh. Then I was like, ooh, what's that about? Withholding. Bam, thank you, Holy Spirit. You just showed me. You just showed me withholding energy in my own consciousness. I went for the bigger tip. Hit boom, bam. Felt like $1,000,000. What is that withholding about? See, we got to watch our consciousness because there's a lot of stuff in there. And you don't know when something might come up and I'm like, wait a minute. You're anti-wealth. You got to go. And in the moment that you see yourself doing it is when you get to correct. In the moment, like, oh, I was just withholding. Let me make a new choice. And let me become generous. In the moment. Did you get yourself withholding yesterday? Ooh, scarcity mentality. Absolutely. Withholding money from someone, money for, yes. Family. That's why I tell you, just because I'm teaching it doesn't mean I have it nailed. I'm telling you, I do not have it nailed. Just because I'm teaching it does not mean I have this shit down pat. I don't. That's why I'm teaching it, so I can get it. God said, you on the short bus, let's make her the teacher, because then she'll definitely get it. I was like, okay, God, I'll be the teacher. The universe has infinite ways to compensate me. And the universe will compensate you in some form or fashion. The universe compensates you for everything you've ever done. Giving away your ideas for free. Oh my God, absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about this idea of your $1,000,000 ideas that you receive. Do you remember when, I think it was Louis Pasteur, I'm not sure if this is the right story, at the exact same time that one person on one continent made this particular scientific discovery, I don't know if it was about bacteria or if it was about pasteurization, the process of pasteurization. I've got to look it up. Someone else on another continent got the exact same idea. Now let's go deeper, energetically. What are ideas? These $1,000,000 wealth ideas. You have ideas for new cryptos, ideas for new products, ideas like Elon Musk said, you're here to make shit. Make stuff. If you don't make stuff, there's no stuff, right? Where do these ideas come from? They come from the ideosphere. The ideosphere is an actual component of this universe. You didn't think it up. You didn't think it up. You tapped into something that was holding that idea. It's the quantum, the pure potentiality where all these ideas live right now. You tapped in. At the exact same time you tapped in and got it, someone else could have tapped in and got that exact same idea. And here's the beauty of it. Let them all tap in and get the idea. The manifestation of it will not be the same. So Ujo Wajet will tap into an idea to make a cookbook. I'll tap into an idea to make a cookbook. And Gypsy Soul will tap into the idea to make a cookbook. These three will be tremendously different cookbooks, and people can get all three of them. It's abundance consciousness. Isn't that beautiful? This whole universe works on abundance, baby. This universe works on abundance. It works on sharing. It works on reciprocity. It works on giving and receiving. It works on symbiosis. This universe does not work on just one. How many billions of cells or trillions of cells are in your body working together? Communicating. Do you see that the universe loves interconnectivity, communication, and abundance of it? And the universe also loves diversity. So it'll give 5 people the same idea. Those 5 unique souls, soul 1, soul 2, soul 3, soul 4, soul 5, are going to manifest that exact same divine idea in 5 different ways. The world will love all 5 of them, and plenty of people will buy 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Some people will buy all 5 of them. That's how this universe works. It works on. So you never have to like hold on to an idea, or because can't nobody do the idea like I'm gonna do it. Can't nobody do the idea like Danielle's gonna do it. Can't nobody do the idea like, if that were the case, we would have stopped writing books, because all the books that have ever needed to be written have already been written. They already have a Bible. They already have a Quran. We already have books on. You would only need one book on wellness. You would only need one book on to tell you everything about playing Scrabble. You would only need one book to tell you, and then it's done. But why are people writing books on everything right now? Right now, people are writing more wellness books, and people are buying them. Why? Because it's giving you another perspective, because this person had an experience that this person did not have. You're a unique soul. It doesn't matter. You go out and you make stuff. Go and bring your genius to the world. Oh, baby. What if everyone was bringing their genius to the world? What if everyone was doing that? What kind of world would we have? No one can steal your genius. It's impossible. It's impossible. Plus, let me give you another secret to this, and then we're going to wrap this up with a pretty bow with homework for tomorrow. A Course in Miracles gives you a very secret code. It says, when you have an idea and you share it with someone, you just doubled the idea's energy in the universe. Oh my God. So if one mind has the idea, I think I'm going to make a vegan cookbook. And I tell the idea to Ujo Wajet, I think I'm going to make a vegan cookbook. The idea just doubled. And ideas are energy. That means the manifestation has already started, because now 2 minds hold that idea. And what if Ujo Wajet told someone, KAISI is thinking about doing a vegan cookbook. Now a 3rd mind has the idea. The idea just tripled. Rather than me trying to just hold the idea in my mind. People do that all the time. That's why they don't get anywhere. They don't get anywhere. Because you come up with the idea. Did Elon Musk ever hide any of his ideas. I'm going to Mars. Couldn't other people make ways to get to Mars? Elon Musk is not the only person. Elon Musk does not have a corner on Mars. Couldn't you make ways for people to go to Mars? Of course. Probably 20, 50, 100 years from now, there'll be 20, 30, 40, 50 different travel companies that take you to Mars. You got 2 or 3 extra years. When Mars comes in its orbit close enough to us, 8 months to get there, spend 8 months on Mars, 8 months to get back. Boom. Elon Musk is not going to be the only one to do that. So when Elon Musk came up with that idea, he got it from the idea sphere. Let's go to Mars. He wasn't even the first person to thought of it. He's doing it, but he wasn't the first person. He just happens to be on my consciousness now because I was watching Elon Musk last night and laughing hysterically because somebody was interviewing him. It was just very funny. And he was saying it very straightforward. Like, this should be common sense. If you don't make stuff, there's no stuff. How can we have an economy if there's no stuff? That's true. And if everybody's sitting getting a check, which is what big government wants to turn everybody into, a receiver of checks from the money they just keep printing because then they can keep control of everybody. How do you opt out of that? You get up and make some shit. Make some stuff. Make a new app like Kevin did. Make a new business. Make a new book. Make stuff. Make stuff. People are going to buy it. Now, let's put a pretty bow on it. Our homework for tomorrow. What is that idea, since we went here? What is that, and I'll have you know, none of this is all planned out. We go completely with spirit on this. What is that idea that you know, that you have not yet acted on, that's an idea that you can bring forward? And I know what mine, I got so many creative ideas, it's not even funny. And one of them I've been kind of tinkering with. Today, I'm going to put some energy into that idea. Put energy into that idea today. Either, write the idea out, at least, or if you've already written the idea out, you've already started acting on the idea, pour energy on the idea today. Here's my idea. Here's one of my ideas. This is what I'm working on right now. 13 signs, totally codependent. I have to release this scarcity and poverty. Release it, baby. Release it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, because it's not serving you, right? I gotta tell you an idea that I have. This is another creative idea for books, because I just have so many book ideas just popping. I wish I could keep up with my own book ideas. Now, I need to get my body moving as fast as the energy moves. Now, here is an idea for a book that I have. It's called 13 Signs You're a Witch. And I started writing it, and it's probably at about 13,000 words right now. It's somewhere between maybe 12 or 13,000 words. I know that it's in the 5 digits the last time I worked on this book, but I'm not pouring energy into it. Yet I know it's a book that's going to be extremely helpful for people, because a lot of people are trying to figure out, am I a witch? Oh my God, I don't want to call myself a witch. What is a witch? It's going to spark all that conversation. What is a witch? How do you know if you're a witch? What is witch all about? And it's going to have in there coven conversations. See you on the Mars retreat. Come on, Nick, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, 13. So this came to me. Yeah, the word is extremely stigmatized, and it's just because of fear and ignorance. That's all. It's just because of fear. Writing a grimoire is one of mine. That's right, Dream Seeker. Dream Seeker? Let me make sure I have your name correct. Dream Sinker. Dream Sinker. That's exactly it. So guess what? All we have to do, all of us as a collective, all of us that are here on this video, all of us that are in this experience, what is that idea? Thank you, Ujar Wajet, for posting the homework, because I'm going to do the homework. Besides that, read Proverbs chapter 6, verse 1 and 2. Read it for yourself in maybe 3 or 4 or 5 different versions of the Bible, so you can really get it, what Solomon is saying. Don't co-sign. He's showing you a money trap where you're going to lose money and you're going to lose friends at the same time. How's that a win? That's a lose-lose. We're on win. All I do is win, no matter what. We're on win. How can we create winning partnerships, winning relationships, winning products, winning experiences? We are about winning. And if you're about winning, that means you're about helping other people win as well. Because what's a winner by themselves? A solo winner? How much fun is that? It's not. I've been the solo winner and look around and ask all my friends to come somewhere or fly somewhere and they couldn't because they didn't have the money or they didn't have this or they didn't have that. And you know, a witch is always flying all over the world. So, okay, well then what's that? My job then is to help them win. Teach them what I found out if they want to. And if they desire to, they can pick it up and run with it as well. I love you. That's our homework for tomorrow. This is a wrap for day 4. I want you to come right back here tomorrow, day 5, with our next of our 40 money secrets. And meet me this coming Sunday. Set a chime in your phone and meet me on Clubhouse for a conversation, a wealth conversation. Oh, we were talking crypto and all of that last week. Oh, Kevin bought it. We were talking crypto, everything. Ooh, he was laying it down. He was laying it down. He was dropping jewels, dropping jewels. I love you, family. Mwah. Peace. KAISI out. ValerieLove.com.